What's up? Peace and respect and blessings to everybody who woke up this morning. It's a very blessed day, very sunny day. I'm up earlier than usual. What's up, John Rod? What's up, Jamil? Yeah, I got the word. I got it this morning, like earlier this morning. Like, I couldn't believe it. So I was like, I don't know what they mean by it. Like the internet, they always saying, RIP to somebody because they fell down or something like that. So you can never take what's saying on the internet, you got to take it at face value. When people start contacting me saying, hey, yo, Gonzo gone, huh? So the thing is when people was telling me like, dog, you talk about the outlaw, how you don't know who Gonzo is? I never forget when people kept saying that, man, Gonzo, Gonzo, you supposed to know the outlaws, and how you not know Gonzo? I'm like, have I heard of a Gonzo? Sorry, but I've never heard of him. He was an outlaw. He was with Pac. They were freaking out one time, and then I'm like, well, let me see who this Gonzo dude is, and I'm like, he looked like Young Noble. Because I saw the nose and I recognized him. I'm like, that looked like Young Noble. And sure enough, he had changed his name. Right, he changed his name. So, but this is way back when. I'm going back when people was first like, how do you not know Gonzo? Freaking out. And I'm like, Gonzo? No, I don't know no Gonzo. It was just like the people going around saying, yo, you don't know who Carceno is? And it's the people that I know. They was like, Carceno? Hell no, I don't know who no Carceno is. Then they show them the picture, be like, that's my man's. That's magnificent, man. I know him. That's Mag. Like, so it's like that. People know you from different aspects. So people on the internet know Gonzo. But when he was rapping, and back then, it was Young Noble. And he was the one out of any of them that I met. Met him. He used to be close friends to my buddy Red, who stayed out in near Oakland. And his family, they was like cousins to me. They stayed right outside of Oakland. And he had Rip It Records. He had his record label. And he was putting out his artists and stuff. And Young Noble was over at his house smoking and all this stuff, man. So this was back when. But me and him didn't never really, like come together and unify to do anything, because they was always in something crazy. Like him and Whack 100 going back and forth and cussing each other out. And I'm like, this is getting silly. And I remember saying that, like, man, this is silly. I don't get into that. I don't want to go back and forth cussing somebody out. So I think Noble had a heart attack. Young Noble, I think he had a heart attack. But Gonzo, I don't remember what his name was. But they was like, he ran with but I don't remember a Gonzo. But I look at his nose, I'm like, is that Young Noble? Because that's what I'm saying. That's how I met him. I'm thinking that was Young Noble. And I was like, oh, I met Young Noble. That's what I told you. That's how I found out who Gonzo was. Y'all missing the whole story. And they was like, oh, he changed his name. But I thought of him as Young Noble when I saw him. No, we didn't, because we and him connected. See, that's what y'all don't even know. So I'm trying to get to. You let me tell the damn story. You keep interrupting me. He hit up on one of my videos because he was in the military too. He was a military brat and was talking about, oh, I know all about that because my family was in the military and we did this and that. So that's when me and him had that. And this was like in one of the chats that we had. That was the time me and Gonzo spoke. But other than that, like, we never really connected. But he was trying to reach out to do something. But I'm so busy doing all this stuff, I never had the time. But he was trying to connect. But Young Noble used to hang out with my boy Red. He had Rippy Records, and they used to smoke together. But no, when I said he changed his name, I was reading T's comment. T comment said he changed his name because I was like, I don't remember Gonzo. I remember Young Noble. So I look at his nose and I'm like, is that Young Noble? And he was Caution, right? Now I remember hearing the name Caution, but I don't remember Gonzo. So they was like, you supposed to know him. He comes. And I called him Young Noble. Because I was like, I'm looking at his nose. I'm like, is that Young Noble? So that's what I called him back then, was Young Noble. Because I was thinking he was Young Noble. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't remember a Gonzo back then because it wasn't a Gonzo. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It wasn't a Gonzo then. He was Caution. But I thought of him as Young Noble. I'm like, Young Noble? Y'all make it like we were out hanging out every day or something. No. I've seen Young Noble once in my life. Now, never remember the Gonzo. There was no Gonzo back then. What are you talking about? That wasn't his name. So what is you talking about? His name wasn't Gonzo back in the day. That's what I told you. When they kept saying, you don't know Gonzo, I'm like, Gonzo? You mean Young Noble? I'm looking at him. I was like, well, let me see who this Gonzo guy is. I was like, oh, that's Young Noble, I think, and I was calling him Young Noble. And I'm like, oh, Young Noble used to hang out, but it wasn't him. You know what I'm saying? But Young Noble is, I don't know. Some people said he died, but I don't. I've never seen anything about him that said he was dead. I think Young Noble's still alive, but you know what I'm saying. I looked at his nose. I'm like, is that him? But yeah, he was real cool, man. He reached out in one of my videos. He was in the comment section, and like I think it was a hood story, and he actually was like commenting on it and was saying about the military and talking about being in the military. He understood that he was a military brat too. Thank you, Alicia. Appreciate that, Alicia. All I know is he supposedly got into it with some people at a place while he was picking up some food, and apparently somebody shot him multiple times, and he ran after getting shot, and then he just collapsed and passed away at a gas station. That's all I heard. And I'm like, man, we got to learn how to extract violence from our nature, man. Nothing is worth that. You know, I mean, he just died over nothing. You know, it's just, that's the sad part about it. Because everybody's contacting me, so telling me, nah, he gone, bro. And I'm like, damn. There's a YouTube community. King Ritzy? Who the hell is King Ritzy? With the Outlaws? I remember Caution. I think his name was Caution. Caution with a K in front. It could have been more than that. We don't know. Could have been a setup. It could have been anything, man. This is why mostly YouTube users are paranoid. You see why academics is paranoid, don't you? You see why Hustle is paranoid. He don't leave his 2 blocks. Somebody out here take you out for hits and views. I do remember, I think that was his name or group at that time. I remember that. Measy Green, the great. I'm doing all right. Yeah, the lack of respect in people's lives, man, was crazy. But peace to that brother, man, because he reached out to me and tried to, just even to communicate. I was just so busy to really respond in the right way. I was just short with my response. I don't know if he felt like I was being like distant or dissing him, but he was honestly commenting on the video. He didn't bring no nonsense. He was just being a real dude. He was like talking about being in the military because he related to the story because he was in the military himself and he had moved around, or his family was in the military, one of them. No, I'm keeping my hair bone dry because I got to get it cut. You got to assist the barber. I don't know, all you guys go there, got all this chemicals and stuff in your head, knowing you got to get your hair cut. And it's going to take 16 hours because the barber, every time he cuts your hair, you got to clean the clippers and get the hair out of it. I don't know how people can find a time to troll when someone lost their life. Like, what are you trolling about? Y'all get ridiculous with this stuff, man. Human being loses his life, and y'all think it's a time to troll. Y'all just have no respect whatsoever. I never understood trolling anyway. That's just stupid. The whole process of trolling is stupid. It's not funny. It don't really mean anything. No one takes you seriously. You could die anywhere. It don't matter about Seattle or in California or anywhere. You could die anywhere. That's what I'm saying. Y'all focus on the wrong things. The wrong things. Yeah, try to remember the good stuff that he done. That person's no longer here. They lived their life. They went their chapter with their lives. Last thing I remember of him was him the celebrity boxing with what's that guy named Bosco? That was it. So rest in peace to his, to him, and hopefully his family and everybody else. It's gonna be a hard time for him. So whatever faith or religion you is, just say a prayer for him. Of course, I'm exhausted. Looking at a person that's gone off probably 3 hours of sleep, maybe 4 hours. So I'm probably gonna take me a big nap. I'm down for a minute. That just don't happen like that. That's what I'm saying. It was possible argument, things that took place. Give his family closure. That's just sad. We don't know that. I don't know if this altercation at the bowling alley was because of the internet. The person at the bowling alley could have known he was on from the internet. You never know. We don't know the whole story. Last destination.
Please select a line number or say continue.
3.
Number 3, accepted. Do you want to start route guidance?
Yes.
Starting route guidance. The route is being calculated. Please follow the road for 3/4 of a mile.
Yeah. Very underrated MC. I can't tell you the truth. I can recall a song he was on. I can't recall. I had to go back and check out some of his old stuff he was saying. Like I said, I saw it and I didn't. When I first saw it, it was on like early this morning. I didn't pay any attention to it.
Please turn left in 1/4 of a mile onto North Green Bay Road.
I just saying I can't recall it. You know what I'm saying? I can't recall his verse specifically. I'm not saying he didn't make a song with Tupac and all of that. No. I'm saying I just can't recall him. Thank you, Alicia.
Turn left.
Well, you got to be a man of purpose. You have existing. You're not living. So, I mean, he's gone now. It's for the police to solve the crime or whatever. It's up to them. I just felt like that was, if there's a learnable situation, it's not even worth it to even argue with somebody. Just be like, you know what, you're right, I'm sorry. Go home. Just go home. It's not. And I'm saying if that's what happened. I don't know. Because when I saw the RIP, I didn't make a video early in the morning when I was up. When I saw it, because I'm like, RIP could be anything. Y'all young people do some of the craziest stuff. Y'all put RIP after somebody slip and fall down the steps. So, y'all just put RIP for anything. I just don't understand this new age. I really don't. Y'all do some of the dumbest things in the world. And think of it as cool. And I'm like, where in your mind would this?
Please turn right in a quarter of a mile onto Sunset Avenue. Now turn right.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's just sad, man. It's real sad. That's why you don't want to go so many places, man, because sometimes it's like kill or go to jail. That's what they force the situation to turn into. A kill or go to jail situation. Killed or go to jail. That's what's gonna happen. Because either they kill you or you kill them, and then whoever's left standing go to jail. Either which way, the other side is happy. Families destroyed, people home. And being from Chicago, that's just a mess. It's a mess. I know, man. Just do something positive today. You know? Just try to do something positive every day. I gotta live here one day. I gotta leave here one day. So at least you're trying to have a better or learn something more than you did the day before. And I need to take heed and get some rest. So I'm tired. Y'all can't tell I'm exhausted. So I'm out. Y'all be easy.